Cuffed up. Oh, what am I doing? Bye. Over. Huh. Careful. Feel it, eh? Oh. And cuffed up. Oh. Hi everybody. Well, we're back at it, doing a little logging. And today, I want to talk a little about my blinders. We've had a lot of comments on whether or not to use blinders or not. Huh?
Some people call them blinkers.
Yeah, some people do call them blinkers. That must be a UK thing, I'm not sure. I don't know if anybody calls them blinkers in the States or not, but it doesn't matter. Do you know what we're talking about for people that don't? These are the blinders. As you can see, they go around their eyes. There's actual several purposes for them. Most people think of blinders as on horses to keep horses from being spooked from maybe, for example, if a horse is going down the road and a car is coming, they're not apt to see them quite so much. Those are one of the purposes of the blinders. Their vision is limited, so they can only see ahead. And if this is gone, they could see so much farther around. So because of that, a lot of people think, well, why don't you use blinders? Why don't you not use blinders? Because they can see so much better. Well, there's several reasons. And maybe we should just put it down as the top 5 reasons, or the 5 reasons why I like blinders. That might be a good way to do it. So I would say my number 1 reason for liking blinders is I like the looks of them. I like the looks of blinders on a bridle on a horse. To me, a draft horse that has no blinders kind of looks half naked. I know a lot of people disagree with me completely, and that's okay, but I don't like to have a half naked horse. So I like the looks of blinders, so it's a preference thing.
That's your number 1 reason?
That would definitely be my first reason, preference. I like them, okay? So let's get hitched onto a tree and I'll tell you my number 2 reason. Okay, I will also talk a little bit about logging since we're right here logging. I have 3 trees down. I got that one right there, this one right here, and there's another little one right up there. these trees have to go down that trail there. So it's kind of crooked here, so I can't just hitch onto the whole tree and go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 1 or 2 logs off this tree here and 1 or 2 logs off that tree there and try to connect them together, hitch them together as one hitch. So let me do that. I am. I just thought of something. I'm going to try to, this tree's all marked. If I pull it straight up that trail, I might be able to get hitched on again and pull it a little differently. Let me see what happens. Okay. Snap it. Ha. 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 Oh. Ah. Ba. Epa. Epa. Oh. Ba. Ba. Happy. Ba. Happy, gee. Ba. Ba. Oh, oh. Oh. Gee, a little bit. Gee. Oh. Oh. A little bit. G. Gap. Oh. A little more. G. 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 Oh. Bye. Bye. Back there. Back there. Back. Oh. That's it. That's good. I didn't cut that much more. I wish I hadn't cut it all because it split that up like that. Oh well.
Well, did it split because you started cutting it?
Absolutely.
You didn't cut it all the way through.
Right. But if I just left it it would have been fine, but I didn't think of it. So now, that's my trail right there. So I can come back in here, hitch right onto these 2 pieces and go right out of here.
So what guy is gonna...
Gonna what?
cut down on the value of that log? 'Cause
Yeah.
unless it's extra long or something. And you can...
Well, no, it's at the butt end, but it's just
It's not anything super special.
things happen.
That's for sure.
I'll cut this and I'll tell you my second reason why I like blinders. Step back. Step back. Yep. Oh. This is just not a good place to say my second reason.
It's what?
Just not the best place to talk about my second reason.
Yeah.
A little bit. Oh. There. Chica. Up, back, oh. Back. Oh, no. 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 Oh. Oh. A little bit. Oh. Happy. Oh. 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 Oh, back. Oh, nice there. Oh. Oh, just a second. Another reason why I like blinders is what it does, because it does not allow the horses to see everywhere. It forces them to, I shouldn't say force them, that doesn't sound right, but they trust me more as their driver, as their, you have, a lot of people like to ask They say they got 2 horses and one's a lead horse. And I don't ever say that, because a team of horses is only as good as a driver. A team of horses is never, cannot work just alone as a team of horses. A team of horses is 2 horses and a driver. That is a team. A lot of people call a team of horses 2 horses. That's not a team. These 2 horses can't do anything without me, the driver. So a lot of people also would say, well, they got a lead horse, meaning that horse kind of almost is ahead of the other one, or is the one is actually following the other one. I guess I never like to hear it said that way, because what's happening is you don't have a lead horse, you have a lead driver. And so I'm not sure if this is making sense, but think of it as a team, meaning 2 horses and a driver. So because of that, someone has to be the leader. And I don't want either one of them horses to be the leader. I want to be the leader. I need to be the leader. They need to know what I want of them and do what I want of them. And if they have the ability to see everywhere, they're going to more apt to want to be the leader. And by having blinders on, it sort of forces them to trust in me, the leader, and they learn to do whatever I say. When you have a team of horses and you can put it into a lot of brush, or you can back them up a hill or put them down to a deep gully, and they do exactly what you want because you're telling them to do that and not because they want to do that, that to me makes a better team of horses. It makes a better team all around, you as the driver plus the 2 horses. I know this may be a totally different way to be looking at things, but I just think that partially because of the blinders, that forces them to allow me to be their team leader and to follow me and trust me in all that they do. When I train horses, I would train them in such a way that they have complete trust in me. And that's so important. You can get so much more done when you have horses that totally trust you. I mean, my horse is not perfect. I'm surely not a perfect driver, but that's what I strive for, to have that trust between them and me. And by having blinders on, it almost forces them to trust me more because they can't see what they're doing.
Like when you're cutting a log right behind them.
Yeah, they can't see it. All they can do is hear it, but they know I'm in charge and they can trust me. And that's so important when you're working horses. I'm not sure if I made that extremely clear.
No, I think you did a pretty good
job. But there's...
I like it that you said you're the team leader, because I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
You know, you're all a team together, and...
someone has to be the leader.
Yes.
And it better be you as the teamster, not Tom, Dick, or Harry that's on the right hand or left hand side. It better be you as the teamster.
Or the horses.
That's what I'm talking about. Tom, Dick, and Harry is the horses.
Oh, I thought you meant
No.
somebody standing beside you. Yeah, absolutely. Because
I mean, it sounds kind of primitive maybe, because I'm making them look like slaves. I'm making them look like servants. But it's the only safe way to do it is if they have, and I don't look at them that way. I look at them as part of my team. And so, but I just have to be the leader because it just would be chaos without a leader.
Well, it's just kind of a fact in life. Sometimes people have to be leaders.
Absolutely.
You know, otherwise things just don't get done.
Right. So, okay, let's head this down. And I got at least one very important purpose of these blinders.
And you're sure that that's not number 1 instead of number 2, what you just said?
Well, it is, but whatever. Back up here. Back. Nice, careful. Oh. Nice step. Oh. Whoops.
That came off?
Yeah. That's unusual. Very unusual. Couldn't have been at a better spot.
I know.
Okay, let's go get that other hitch, and I want to explain the other reason why I have blinders. Oh. Okay, here's another reason why I really like blinders, especially working in the woods. This is balsam right here, and a balsam tree has branches that are dry at the bottom and they break. Spruce also are the same way. And I explained this in a video a couple years ago, but I'll explain it again. So what happens when I'm logging, and especially when I'm around this balsam spruce and balsam and spruce, but it doesn't matter. Pine trees, it doesn't matter. Hardwood trees even. As you're driving horses through the woods, if you got trees like this and the branches are snapped off type of thing, if you look at that pointed branch right there, and can you just imagine a horse swinging his head over and hitting that, poking that right into his eyeball? What do you think's gonna happen? It's not gonna be pretty.
So don't break those off so that they actually do it right now.
So they're not coming into here, but so often I'm in places where it's really thick trees, and so you got to take a chainsaw and limb these branches off, or they end up breaking off. So when you have branches like that sticking out like that, and you do all the time, I don't care how good you are at whatever you're doing, you're still going to have branches like this, and the potential of a horse turning his head really fast and hitting these are very high. Well, that blinder is right here. So if he does that, that piece right here is going to poke into his blinder and it's going to protect that eye. That's a very big reason why we have blinders. I believe that's one of the biggest reasons from even years ago. Actually, I don't know this, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised that probably the loggers were the first ones to have blinders. And that's a huge reason why. If you just imagine that, poking a horse's eye out, you'd really regret working in the woods without blinders on. And I remember when I was young and working with my father, we were cutting spruce, and I would limb trails, and so I would take a chainsaw and I'd cut these branches off. And if I left branches that were just sticking out like that, he really got right after me and explained to me just what I explained to you, the importance of cutting them really close so you don't have those branches sticking out and having the potential of poking a horse's eye out, or a human's eye for that matter. So another big reason why I like blinders.
Well, and your father grew up in a logging camp, so
He certainly did.
obviously
And
that's
this
what they
is
used
this is something that actually he had heard of quite often, because in logging camps that happens sometimes. You know, the horses, there was a lot of horses in the woods. Hi guys. They're getting antsy, ready to go. Let's get hitched on and get this hitch out of here. Happy. Happy. G. G. Oh. 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 As you can see, the horse is going to back up this hill right here. They can't see where they're going, so they've got to trust me. And that I wouldn't ask them to do something that they can't do. So I'm going to ask them back up this hill. I am getting off the cart because it's hard to back up a hill like this. G a little bit. G. Bye. G. 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 Yep. G. G a little bit. G. Oh. Oh. Happy. Oh. Bye. Bye up here. Just up a little bit. Oh. I'm gonna run this down, and I got one more hitch up in there. Okay, I've got not the best situation. I got two logs. I couldn't really get chains on very good, so I put the chain around the whole thing. And then I got all these stumps here, so I let it go. And I'm gonna go a little ways and then rehitch. Do a little bit. Up. G a little bit more. G. Careful. Oh. No. Yep. Catch up. G. 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 Yep. G. Be careful. Up. Bye. G. G. Careful. Oh. Oh. No. 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 Huh? Happy now. Happy now. Happy now. Happy. Back here. Just a little bit. Oh! Oh. So this tree hasn't been measured or cut, but I think it's going to be okay. I think that little stump is busted. So I should be able to pop this right on here, although my chainsaw's right there. Could cut this off here, but I got a nice little 8-foot log right here before that crook. So I think we're okay. Next up a little bit. Oh, that's just a little bit. Oh, how about? So I guess we'll call this quits for today. I thought I had 5 reasons that I liked the blinders, and I only had 3. Actually, there's 4 because of the fact that what I originally said was the fact that it keeps them from getting scared from side vision. So that is 4 there. I'm sure if I thought more, I could think of some other stuff. And I can also think of some things why it'd be better if they didn't have the blinders on. But generally, I prefer blinders. So you guys have a great day. And we got a little Christmas tree for Brenda, but she's going to do a little more scouting around. And maybe we can find something a little bit better than that.
Also, do you guys use blinders? Do you prefer the looks of blinders or not?
By all means, put them in the comments. I'm curious what your thoughts are.
And what are your reasons, pro or con?
Yeah, and I'm definitely going to say one more time the fact it is a preference, and that's what I prefer. And if you guys prefer other things, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. So anyways, you have a great day. I gotta get this out and get these logs cut up and head for home. Careful.